He'll shoot over right, 3 ball is up and it's good! Peak reverse slam! And the crowd is on their feet once again here at the Expo. Buckets for the Red Claws.
What a shot by Trey Davis.
Bird drives in, oh my goodness! Oh! Barham, trailer 3, got it. Giabuselli was checked in for Maine, finds him! Driving up and under, acrobatic layup. Bird for 3 in the lead, got it! Get home, Henrietta! 3 gets by his man, drives in, hands off to Bennett, who slams it down. Bennett trailing the play for 3, he got it! And the Red Claws are up. Off the glass, too strong. Kadeem Allen with a rebound. Dixon, turnaround jumper is up and he got it. Wow. What a 3 by Dixon. Now deep 3, got it. Long 3 is good.
Wow.
Having another 3. Yes, sir.
It's a beautiful thing.
Well, Evans, season 9 is in the books, and what a season it was for the Maine Red Claws. Sure, the record may not have been the best this year, but we certainly saw a lot of players just continue to develop all season long.
Yeah, despite the one-loss record, a lot of successes on the court, right? You saw a great development of Kadeem Allen this year. This is a guy who came in as a draft pick of the Celtics, a two-way player with the Red Claws. And now he's starting for the Celtics because they have so many injuries, so that was a really nice thing to see. And he wasn't the only one. Of course, Andrew White getting the call-up, signing a two-way contract with the Atlanta Hawks. That was also a big thing for him and a big thing for the development of his game. Also a big loss for the Red Claws.
No question about that. And of course, Jabari Bird, the other two-way player for the Maine Red Claws. And that was something new in the G League this year, was that two-way player contract. And we saw most teams really utilize that all year long. And a lot of these players getting those opportunities up in the NBA, and they really took advantage of them, as you mentioned, with Kadeem Allen and Jabari Bird getting time right now for the Boston Celtics. Andrew White, the former Maine Red Claw, getting that time with the Atlanta Hawks as we speak.
Yeah, the two-way contract was a brand new thing in the G League this year, in the brand new NBA G League. Players could spend up to 45 days in the NBA, the rest of the season with their G League team. We saw that with Jabari Bird. Unfortunately, he suffered a back injury, so he wasn't in Maine as much as we would have liked to have seen him, but he's back now. In fact, he's on the Celtics bench right now.
Well, they were not the only players to develop this year. We had plenty of them as well on just the independent contracts, one of those being Trey Davis, the other being Devin Williams. Those are the two that really jump out probably the most. Devin, of course, down low. He was a double-double machine this year. And then Trey Davis, especially late with Kadeem Allen going up to the Celtics, Trey getting more time on the floor, and boy, oh boy, was he a scoring machine.
Devin Williams is now the best rebounder in Red Claws history. He has the 4 best games of all time. 23 rebounds in a single game, and he did it 2 times. Unbelievable. He had a great year, countless double-doubles, more than 20 this season. He had a terrific year developing his game. Trey Davis, well, he's a record setter as well, isn't he? Fan Appreciation Night, the second to last home game of the season. He drops 57 points, breaks Kenny Hayes' franchise record. Unbelievable, the highest point total in the G League this season.
And it wasn't just the players. Of course, this was Brandon Bailey's first year as a head coach, and I don't mean just in the G League. First career year ever for him, and it was fun to watch him really develop all year long and mature as the head man.
Yeah, it's a development league for the coaches as well. We've seen that year in and year out. We saw it with Scott Morrison over the past 3 seasons. This was year number 1 for Brandon, and I think that he's learned a lot this season. He'll be back next season with the Red Claws, and I think that he'll be ready to go, knowing what he knows now about the league and about coaching young men.
And of course, we have one big storyline already for next year, and that is season number 10 here in this building, and for the Maine Red Claws, it should be epic.
Hard to believe that this will be the 10th season. The Red Claws have a lot of exciting things planned to celebrate 10 years of Red Claws basketball, so I can't wait to tip things off this November.
Can't wait until next season to experience all the Maine Red Claws action? Join Crustacean Nation by becoming an official season ticket holder. You'll receive a guaranteed seat for all 24 home games with further playoff options available, access to exclusive meet and greets with the players and coaching staff, discounts on any Red Claws merchandise and additional tickets, and much more. For more information, head to MaineRedClaws.com or call the number below. Don't wait until next season to get in on all the fun. Reserve your seats today.
Hey Red Claws fans, Brandon Bailey, head coach of the Red Claws. Thanks for all your support all season. We had one of the best home records in the league and you guys were a big part of that, so thank you.
We just want to say thank you to the city of Portland for having us this season. Thank you for all your support this year. You guys have really made it enjoyable for us this season. Thank you.
Hey, the LJP do want to say thank you to the Maine Red Claws.
Thank you fans, Portland, Crustacean Nation. You were awesome this year. Wish we could have got more wins for you guys, but thanks for the support. Let's go Red Claws.
Swing.
Delta Dental knows every smile has the power to tell a story. Like, welcome to the family. As the nation's leading dental benefits provider, we make it easy to protect your smile and keep it healthy.
I look at it as though every house is mine and my family's in it. There's a lot of responsibility with it, but I'd want the same if it was somebody coming to my house. You know, it's important. You know, I believe in the product.
The Maine Red Claws are all about scoring high. While the court's a great place to practice your three-point shots, the concession stand is a great place to practice reducing your trash. And the 3 R's are your best tool for reducing waste anywhere consumption strikes. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Practice your 3 R's by downloading the EcoMaine Recyclopedia app today. Because when you score high by being a wicked smart recycler, we all win.
And I'm joined by the new franchise record holder, 57 points in a game, Trey Davis. He pulled it off here in March. Trey, what a game. First off, congratulations.
Thank you.
What was that game like for you? Take me through the game, pre-game. Were you feeling it going into the game?
Actually, I didn't know if I was going to play or not because I had a little minor back issue. But you know, I got treatment and I felt good. And you know, I made my first couple shots and I just got it going.
Have you ever scored that many points in a game before?
No, my highest was 40 at UMass. Had 40 points my senior year. So
there was one point where you made 3 3-pointers in a row. At that point, is it just, what does it feel like as a shooter? You know they're all going in as soon as you let them go?
Yeah, they all felt good. As soon as my hand touched the ball, I kind of knew they were going in.
Another franchise record in that game, too, along with the 57 points, was 10 3-pointers made in the game. You're not afraid to shoot it, but 10 for 14, that was a pretty good percentage.
Yeah, you know, again, I was just feeling it, especially in the first half. They just told me to keep shooting in the second half. And coming out, I hit some little mid-range tools, and I was just feeling good. I was in a good rhythm. So.
Tell us about this season, how it's been for you, your progression. You come in through the tryouts, make the team out of training camp. What's this season been like for you?
Oh, man. Honestly, I just probably started all the way at the bottom, probably the last person on the list. But, you know, it was like that growing up when I was in college, coming in my freshman year. Nobody really knew about me, but I just, you know, used that to my advantage, and I worked hard every day. It started this summer, honestly. I worked hard every day, and I told myself that I'm going to put myself in the position that I'm in now, God's willing. I'm here now, so.
You got a chip on your shoulder?
Yeah, a big chip, a big old chip, and it stays there. So again, I just use that to my advantage, and I just come out and work hard every day.
Now, you've also been around the Celtics team because you're good friends with Marcus Smart, correct? Now, how did that friendship come to be? Where did you meet and all that?
Oh, it started when we was younger. We played in the same AAU program growing up, and we just, as we got older, still friends. And then I got to UMass. He got drafted to the Celtics, and it just worked out that way for us. So we just kind of reunited, and you know, just even better friends.
Did he text you after the 57-point game?
Oh yeah, we talk like every other day. So honestly, that wasn't even really the topic of conversation. Cause,
really?
Like the people that's closest to me, it's like, to everybody else it's a big deal, but to us it's like, they know that I can play basketball and I can score, so it's not that big of a deal.
A lot of people see you play, you've got a kind of an interesting release, an interesting way that you shoot the basketball. Has any coach ever told you, hey, you got to fix that, you got to work on that, or anything like that?
Yeah, I had a couple coaches tell me that. A couple coaches on other teams too, until I get my shot off and I shoot over people. So people, they wanted me to change it at first, but once they see that I can make the shots and make deep threes, they don't say nothing no more. So
what's next for you after the season?
After the season, hopefully be a summer league. Hopefully a team picks me up, maybe even the Celtics. I think I deserve it. You know, I showed a lot of people what I can do in just a little bit of time. So, you know, hopefully I can just keep it going.
My name's Lucky the Leprechaun, the mascot for the Boston Celtics. I have the JetBlue flight crew with me tonight. We're gonna come in, rock the halftime show with some dunks. The Celtics dunk team, you know, it's kind of a new product for us, so we're really looking for anybody and everybody. We really don't know what the exact perfect fit is that makes a champion freestyle dunker. So we have freestyle skiers, we have martial artists, we have actual basketball players. You know, really just anybody from every walk of life who wants to get a little wild and is amped up about Celtics games, there's a chance they're gonna be a good fit for our team. We do around 200 shows a year, not all in the Garden. We do a lot of public appearances at schools and basketball camps, going and talking to kids about exercise, eating right, teamwork, all those great things that help make our organization awesome. We're trying to go out and share that in the community. All of our guys are working at it every single day, even if we're not together as a team, which we still come together at least 2 or 3 days a week to train for at least 3 or 4 hours on end to make sure we're getting all the little nuances of being a team together, making sure our passes are clean, everybody reads the right timing. So there's a lot of time together as a team, but there's also a lot of individual upkeep. All these guys are lifting weights, doing yoga, running, just doing all of that good, you know, wholesome conditioning on a daily basis to make sure they're in the peak physical form. Because if you're not at that top level, it's really easy to start accruing injuries in this game. So we have to make sure we're being careful by being healthy.
That's some good footage.
One of the coolest things about coming to Maine is it's almost like it's like working a Celtics game, just in a more kind of intimate environment. But it's really neat. I get to see a lot of our season ticket holders actually at the Celtics games are here at the Red Claws games as well. So I get to catch up with old friends, and yeah, it's really neat. It's like working one of our games at home, just in kind of a different setting. The Portland crowd is so welcoming, and they're so, you know, excited to see the new stuff that we've got out every year. And it's really amazing to see where we started, because this was one of the first places I brought my dunk team out in public, like outside of the Garden. And this year especially, it's fun to watch the progression from year to year. But this year especially, we've got some really talented guys who've been putting in a lot of hard work, and I think they're gonna put on a really cool show tonight. I'm excited to see it myself. It's the coolest feeling in the world. You know, growing up, I watched superheroes and played video games like NBA Jam, and you see these characters flying through the air and just defying gravity, and I always thought that was the coolest thing in the world. Well, now I get to live that. I literally get to experience that feeling, and there's nothing cooler than right when you get to the top of the jump and you feel it pause and you can look out at the crowd, you give somebody a wink, and they hit that dunk. And it's just, it's like living in a video game. It's as cool as it gets.
Can't wait until next season to experience all the Maine Red Claws action? Join Crustacean Nation by becoming an official season ticket holder. You'll receive a guaranteed seat for all 24 home games with further playoff options available, access to exclusive meet and greets with the players and coaching staff, discounts on any Red Claws merchandise and additional tickets, and much more. For more information, head to MaineRedClaws.com or call the number below. Don't wait until next season to get in on all the fun. Reserve your seats today.
I'd like to give a shout out to all the fans who's been supporting us all year and, you know, being with us through the thick and thin. And, you know, I want to just show my appreciation and just say thank you again. Couldn't thank you enough.
Hey man, I just want to give a thanks to the guys in Portland, this city, this area. It's been phenomenal for me and my teammates, and I'm just glad that you guys can come out and show us support every game, and it definitely doesn't go unnoticed. And I just want to thank you guys, and hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you.
Here, in this league, we're not okay with strong. We go stronger. We don't settle for fast. We go faster. We don't want next. We want next level. Here, we go all out. Because we're all in. This is our league. And here, we don't go for good. We go for great.
The Maine Red Claws are all about scoring high. While the court's a great place to practice your three-point shots, the concession stand is a great place to practice reducing your trash. And the 3 R's are your best tool for reducing waste anywhere consumption strikes. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Practice your 3 R's by downloading the EcoMaine Recyclopedia app today. Because when you score high by being a wicked smart recycler, we all win.
Equals 35. 40 plus, okay. Does someone have something to say?
Delta Dental knows.
What is it?
Every smile has the power to tell a story.
Happy birthday.
Like, I have the best job in the world. As the nation's leading dental benefits provider, we make it easy to protect your smile and keep it healthy.
The diner came to Portland in 1949. It was a Worcester car built in Worcester, Massachusetts, car number 818. When it first came to Portland, it used to be over by where the post office is now on Forest Avenue. And then it moved down on Marginal Way over by where Gorham Savings Bank exists now. It was in business there until about 2003. Then the owner sold the land out from under it, ended up donating it to the city of Portland. The city wanted to keep the diner in Bayside to keep foot traffic down here. And then that's when I kind of found out about it. At the time, I was working in Manhattan. We were looking for an excuse to get back to my hometown. Portland is my hometown. I grew up on Munjoy Hill. Basically, if someone didn't step up, they were just going to demolish it. And I think people feel the old Portland when they come in all the time. People come in and they'll talk about coming in here when it was down the street, and what it means to them that something is restored back to what it was back in the day. And I think that may have been something that intrigued me into trying to save it, and here we are, 10 years later. We've been a corporate sponsor for over 5 years with the Red Claws. I think it's a great organization. They do a lot of community events. You see them at schools. I know they do a lot of good work with the Boys and Girls Club. I know that for a fact because I'm a board member at the club. We have season tickets, which we use for our customers or vendors. It's a great organization. I mean, a lot of players come in and a lot of staff come in. Yeah, and it's you can hear the people. You can see them when they walk in the door. The big tall guys. And so it's great. They're very good. They're good with the customers, and we get a lot of support from the staff over there. This year, the Red Claws had the best home court record, and I think, obviously, a lot of it's because of the team, but I think it speaks a lot for the people in Greater Portland that support the team, come out every night, and in the home games and stuff. You see a lot of people there. Everyone seems to have a good time. It's really enjoyable evening. And you see a lot of people and I mean, we always look forward to when you look on that calendar and they're playing tonight. It's a good time.
I think what we always tell players, the first time they come to the Expo, is that they're gonna have that great atmosphere that they're used to, that they're used to playing in front of. You have 2,500, 3,000 very knowledgeable basketball fans that are on top of you and very enthusiastic and very supportive of you. Even opposing players like coming here, and certainly for fans, you're on top of some of the best basketball players in the world, and you're really close, and these are the guys that you saw on TV, playing the NCAA and all of that, so it's good from both perspectives.
For the players, it's just be prepared. Be prepared to come into an environment where you're going to have an inherent sixth man. That's the enthusiasm that you walk into with the Expo here. Although it's a 100-year-old building, people love to come here and they love to support the local teams. And then for the fan itself, get ready to be a part of the action, because to Bill's point, we are very intimate here. It's a tight space which allows you to actually see, hear, and actually smell sometimes the effects of the game. And that's the beauty of this building, is that it allows us to provide that fan experience for families that's affordable but enjoyable at the same time.
This place gets rocking, man, especially on those Sunday afternoon games. The atmosphere is very, very good. Even just speaking with some coaches at our G League meetings, they just rave about the people up here and the type of crowd that we get.
It's a great place to be, especially really being in Portland, one of the most popular cities in Maine, and having a chance to play in this arena in front of the great crowds that's here, and feel in a blessed position and a great situation.
And I'm loving it, coming here, playing with these guys, playing in front of these great fans. To be official on the roster and have the option, to have them take you back and forth throughout the year. I'm happy, the NBA applied it this year.
We're shortening the gap or reducing the gap of those players that are leaving to go to Europe, that want to really have a true shot of going straight to the league from here. They have that opportunity now. And 2 years ago, we were talking about a 5-year plan, but it's nice to be able to say within the next 2 years, we'll be at 30 for 30. And so that's a testament to the league, a testament to the individuals involved from day one. And I mean, going all the way back to 2000, 2001 when the league was first established. And so testament to the NBA for sticking with it.
We look at it as one big group, and it's that important that we need everybody in Maine to be on the same page we're on offense, defense, in the locker room and everything else. I've felt really comfortable with that relationship, really excited about it as we move forward, and think it'll just continue to grow and grow.
LJ Peak, I want to say thank you. I thought I was going to be short and sweet.
Peak, what the hell is that?
Short and sweet. I smiled the whole time. It don't get no better than that.
Was that all right?
It don't get no better.
Josh Edier here with the Maine Red Claws.
It don't even sound like you saying your name.
Josh Edier here with the Maine Red Claws. Just want to say thank you to the city of Portland for having us this season. Thank you for all your support this year. You guys have really made it enjoyable for us.
You gotta start over. See, you talking too fast. Can't nobody understand you.
Josh Edier here with the Maine Red Claws. We just want to say thank you to the city of Portland this sheet.
Just let me go first so I can get mine out of the way.
I can't even say it no more, yo. Josh Edier here with the Maine Red Claws. We just want to say thank you to the city of Portland for having us this season. Thank you for all your support this year. You guys have really made it enjoyable for us this season. Thank you.
Hey, the LJ Pete, do want to say thank you to the Maine Red Claws.